Like, yeah, we're gonna get started in 1 second, Israel. Bear with me, Baba Kasha. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatham to the brothers. Yahweh Shamar Lathan Ba Shem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. I'm Priest Officer Karan Yala, and it's the Tuesday night Brotherhood class on the Sacramento Israelites page. Salaki, what we're gonna get into tonight is we're gonna get into not envying the oppressor. You understand? And choosing none of his ways, right? Black people have been brainwashed into believing that the oppressor, you understand, is right in everything as far as how he lives. You understand his judgment and so forth and so on. You understand when that can be further from the truth. It's like when that couldn't be further from the truth. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Shabbat, sir. Appreciate you for tapping in. Most High in Christ. You understand? But blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we have been brainwashed in this empire by Christianity and Israelites that have influence over the black community. You understand? When I say black community, I mean blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all 12 tribes. You understand? But we have been influenced by so-called leaders in our communities, you understand, to actually live how the oppressor lives, you understand, and sit back and ponder on the ways of the oppressor in hopes of that giving us a better life in this empire. This is why you have shows like the Bad Girls Club and Love and Hip Hop, you understand, where our people are basically just showing how how destroyed we are, you understand, uh, by airing out all of our personal business, you understand, and just living life as the oppressor, you understand, which being a whore, you understand, that's the ways of the oppressor's woman, you understand. The white woman was the first porn star, you understand. She was the first promiscuous woman. Like these oppressors and their ways have rubbed off on us, you understand, because of Christianity and because of the influence of prominent figures in the black community. You understand? Being a drug dealer is not the way of a black man. It's not the way of a Latino and Native American man. You understand? Like we are not mobsters. That is not our culture. That's the Italian culture. You understand? That's your oppressor's culture. Being a drug dealer is the Jewish man's culture. You understand? That's what our people have come to learn how to be because of the empire that we've been raised up in. You understand? This evil, wicked empire. You understand that blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, when we sit back and look at our lives in this empire, you see, okay, well, we live in the projects, we live in the hood, we live in the ghettos, we getting murdered. We all of this bad stuff is happening to us. But then when we look at our white counterpart, you see that their lives is way more better than us. You understand? And you think it's because of how they live, and you understand when that's furthest from the truth. You know what I'm saying? The reason why the oppressor lives better than us in this empire is because the Lord set him up over us. You understand? The Lord set your oppressor over us. You know what I'm saying? Because we wanted to follow the ways of these heathens. We went after their gods. We went after their way of life. You understand? We wanted to be drug dealers. We wanted to be pimps. We wanted to be hoes. We wanted to be prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? A sister should not be a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Like a nasty, promiscuous woman. That's not the lifestyle that our sisters are supposed to have. You understand? We should leave that to the oppressor's woman. You understand? She was the first Playboy pinup girl. She was the first one that was able to sleep with 40, 50 different men, you understand, probably in one night. You know what I'm saying? And that's their culture. You understand that the Caucasian man, woman, and child, they are the most evilest people on planet Earth. They are the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? And they've deceived blacks, Latinos, and the Native Americans into believing that their way of life is king. You understand? Their way of life is how you're supposed to live in this empire in order for you to get out of the position that you're in. You know what I'm saying? But contrary to blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans as a whole popular belief, the Lord does not want you to live like these other nations. The Lord wants you to take on your culture. The Lord wants you to celebrate your high holy days. The Lord wants you to deal with your women how he wants you to deal with your women. The Lord does not want you to whore your women out, you know what I'm saying, and put her away just because she got a loud mouth. The Lord don't want your woman to participate in feminism. You understand? Being a feminist is the way of a goddamn Edomite woman. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't fighting to get from up under rulership of the goddamn white man. They were just fighting for equal wages. You understand? But when you look at our women, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, they fight. Their role in feminism is to fight to be a goddamn whore, to fight to murder your goddamn child, to fight, excuse me, to emasculate the man and put him in prison. You understand? Because he got another woman, and then you lie on him and say he put his hands on you when you know goddamn well that didn't happen. You understand? To kick him out of his own household that he pays for, to divorce this brother and take everything that he has just because being a feminist in America to the black woman is her fighting against her goddamn man. You understand? Her not wanting the black man to rule over her. When black men don't rule over black women any goddamn way in this empire, the white man is your daddy in this empire. If you are a sister that will put your husband in jail or your brother in jail, you understand, and bear false witness against a man of your people because he's trying to correct you and tell you the way that you're supposed to live, but you don't want to hear that, then the white man is your daddy. You understand? If you look at black men and you say, oh, niggas ain't shit, you understand? Can't no nigga tell me what to do. But I bet you that white man can tell you what to do. The white man allows you to smoke cigarettes. The white man allows you to be a goddamn whore and an Instagram model. You understand? You fine with that. You know what I'm saying? Because you envy your oppressor and you love his ways. You understand? So, like it. Let me get Proverbs 3:31. Excuse me. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to rock out with y'all for a couple hours because this is a heavy topic. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, what's destroying us in this empire is number one, Christianity. Number two is the envy that we have for the oppressor and how we choose his ways day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor. The Lord told us, do not envy your oppressor. You understand? The word envy means to be jealous of. You understand? To look at somebody and want what they have. You understand? Your oppressor, contrary to America's popular belief, Christopher Columbus did not discover this land. You understand? He came over here, raped, robbed, and murdered the natives. You understand? Our brothers from the tribe of Gad, as well as the brothers from the tribe of Reuben, you understand? Took over this land, right? And then made peace treaties with the people of this land and then broke every last one of them. You understand? Your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and the Lord does not want you to be like him. He's a murderer. You understand? He's a homosexual. He is a child molester. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey Dahmer is not the first person that lured people in to come kick it with him or lured him into his type of lifestyle, you understand, and murdered him. Christopher Columbus, they've been doing this. The Romans did this. The Greeks did this. The Greeks was flaming homosexuals. You understand? The Romans was flaming homosexuals. This is the culture of Esau. You understand? The Lord don't want you to be like your goddamn oppressor. You understand? Being a drug dealer. This comes from the Jewish man and the Italian mob. You understand? When you got brothers in the ghetto like saying I'm in a trap or I'm a real street nigga and all of this nonsense, you understand? That's white culture. You know what I'm saying? Being in a gang is white culture. You understand? The original gangs in America came from the slums of New York when you had the Italians, you understand? This was before the projects was built. When you had the Italians, the Irish, you understand? The Germans that came over there fleeing persecution. Like all of these street gangs, they originate in places like New York. You understand? When these Italians and Irish people and Germans was living on top of each other and these Russians was living on top of each other, and they came up with little street gangs, you know what I'm saying, to be able to oppress their own goddamn people and extort the storefront owners and all of this type of nonsense. This is where your street gangs come from in America. You understand? The Bloods and Crips and the GDs and the Vice Lords and the BDs and the ATKs and the 4KTs and the Wolves and the Chos and out there in Brooklyn, New York, you know what I'm saying? All of these different gangs, this Stubby and Case out here in Oakland, you understand? All of these gangs have modeled themselves after the doings of oppressors, after the doings of white men. You understand? Because white men on mass scales murder people, mass scales of robbery. You understand? Mass scales of raping people. You understand? Stealing resources. You know what I'm saying? Taking people blocks, you know what I'm saying, and make it their own. They'll take your whole goddamn country and make it their own. They'll take your whole goddamn nationality and make it their own. This is why the Caucasian man can sit up here and call himself a goddamn Jew when you look throughout history that he was never a Jew. You understand? He comes from the nation of Edom. You understand? He is a Edomite. He is the only people in the Bible that the Lord hates diligently. You understand? Like everybody else gonna get a pass. Eventually, you're gonna serve out your slavery, go back into your homelands, you understand, and have to pay tribute to the children of Israel. But you goddamn white people, you Edomites, the devil that the Bible speaks of, you're gonna serve out your slavery too. And the Lord is going to eradicate you off of earth through slaughter. You understand? That's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to read that again. Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor. Don't be jealous of Donald Trump. You understand? Don't be jealous of Joe Biden. Don't be jealous of Lucky Luciano. You know what I'm saying? And Carlo Gambino and all of the rest of these goddamn white people, Al Capone. You know what I'm saying? All the rest of these white Irish gangsters. You know what I'm saying? What was his name that fixed the World Series? Rothstein, Arnold Rothstein, you understand? Don't envy these goddamn oppressors. Don't think, okay, since he rapes, robs, and murders, you understand, he sells drugs and he pimps women and whore his women out. I believe that can work for me in the long run. No, the Lord said that is not going to work for you. Don't envy your oppressor. Don't be sit back and look at what your oppressor got on top of you, you understand, by raping, robbing, and pillaging the whole goddamn planet Earth. And then you want to be like him because it's working for him. Don't do that. You understand? Reading on. It says, and choose none of his ways. Don't be a drug dealer. You understand? Don't be a homosexual. Don't be a goddamn Christian. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a thief. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a murderer. You understand? Don't be any of these things. These are all the ways of the oppressor. Don't be addicted to drugs. Your oppressor is the biggest drug dealer and dope fiend. You understand? The Lord said, don't choose his ways. Don't smoke cigarettes. You understand? Don't smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Don't build a friendship with a goddamn Edomite just because you like to get high and he got all the goddamn weed. This is what happened to black people, you know what I'm saying, in America when we tried to get a part of that goddamn hippie movement. You understand? When we seeing all of these high ass white people, excuse my French, run around America, you understand, talk about free love. You know what I'm saying? When we jumped into that hippie movement and we was talking about free love and peace and right on, brother, and all of this type of nonsense and wanted to get civil rights just like the goddamn oppressor, what happened? They push heroin in your community. You understand? The Italian mob pushed heroin in your goddamn community in the late 60s and early 70s. You understand? And then what happened after that? You know what I'm saying? You got crack in the early and mid 80s. Right there in your communities and decimated your whole goddamn communities every goddamn century. I mean, every goddamn decade that you could think of. They put a new drug in your community. You understand? 60s and 70s, you had heroin, right? Then in the 80s and the 90s, you had crack cocaine. You understand? The early 2000s, you had ecstasy pills, man. Of course, like if you from where I'm from in the Bay Area, man, ecstasy pills was big in the early 2000s. You understand? You got brothers 12, 13, 14 years old popping 6 ecstasy pills a night, going to house parties and shooting up the whole goddamn house party. That was the hyphy movement in the Bay Area. Contrary to your popular belief, that hyphy movement was not about dancing and having a good goddamn time. No, it wasn't. It was about getting high off of psychedelic drugs and tripping on people. You understand? Pulling out your gun at the function and shooting up the whole goddamn party. Shooting your gun in the crowd, you understand? Killing people, robbing people. That was the hyphy movement. You understand? All of that dancing and stuff on TV that they gave you, as far as like the tell me when to go video and all of this type of stuff, that wasn't the hyphy movement. The hyphy movement was our people, you understand, wanting to get high like the goddamn oppressor and turning into a murderer like the oppressor. That was your hyphy movement in a nutshell. You understand, Salakia? And be thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. The Lord don't want you to be like your oppressor, because the Lord hates the oppressor's ways. You understand? The Lord does not like murderers. Like the Christian church will love to tell you like the Lord hates the sin, he don't hate the sinner. The Lord said he hates sinners in this same Bible. You understand? He is not with you. The Lord doesn't even listen to prayers of sinners. You got sisters that are stripping, you understand, and eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, and getting high, smoking cigarettes and weed, you understand, putting brothers in jail, and then they get on Facebook and put a post talking about, yeah, I'm shielded by the armor of God. No, the hell you not. The Lord is not with you if you are a sinner. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? The Lord does not listen to sinners' prayers. You understand? He hates the sinner. Of course, he hates the sin, but he hates the person that's doing the sin. You understand? Salakia. You go to Exodus chapter 20. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to some of these ways of the oppressor that our people have taken on. You understand? And wore like a goddamn coat. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Exodus the 20th chapter. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all got any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. You know what I'm saying? This is the book Exodus chapter 20. I'm going to start at verse 1. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. This is the Lord your God, Israel. He brought you out of Egypt and out of the house of bondage. You understand? He ain't bringing Esau out of Egypt in the house of bondage. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look out for your Philistines. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go save the goddamn Arabs who selling you cigarettes and excessive alcohol in your goddamn community, and got hot dogs made with pork, you understand, and chicken sitting on a goddamn shelf for you to feed your damn children. You understand? The Lord did not save them out of the house of bondage. He's talking to the children of Israel. He's talking to the same people that served out slavery right here in America. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about to the same people that served out slavery in Spain, the same people that served out slavery to the four corners of the earth. You understand? He's talking to you, children of Israel, right? Thou shalt have no other gods before me. You understand? The Lord said you should not have no other gods before him. The white man should not be your goddamn God. You understand? You should not worship his money and his way of lifestyle. That's how you make the white man your God, by worshiping his money, his way of lifestyle, and choosing his goddamn ways. Pledging your allegiance, you understand, to a goddamn piece of paper that looks like a baseball card with a goddamn slave master on it. That's how you pledge your allegiance to a different God. You understand? By any means necessary, you gonna get the money. You understand? Like by you portraying this image of you being a real street nigga and a gangster, you know what I'm saying? And getting on these songs and rapping about killing and destroying your own goddamn people, you understand? Just so you can get some money from your slave master. You know what I'm saying? That's how you make the slave master your God. You know what I'm saying? And another reason, I'm gonna read that again. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. If you smoke weed, you know what I'm saying? That is your God. You understand? When the going get tough, you understand what you do? You don't pray to the Lord. You say, man, I need to smoke. You understand? I need to go get high, man. I ain't smoked today. You understand? You can't eat unless you just smoked about 5, 6 blunts in the morning. You understand? Trust me, I know. I used to smoke. You understand? I know how it is. You know what I'm saying? And that is your God. That's who you look to console you through hard times. You understand? That's who you essentially praying to when you roll up that backwood and smoke that loud. You understand? That is your God. The Lord said you should not have any gods before him. You understand? Reading on. Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water underneath the earth. You understand? So like it under the earth. You understand? The Lord said, look, you shouldn't make no graven images, you understand, to make your God. You understand that like this Christianity and that wooden cross. When you go to the church and you bow down on your knees in the pews and you pray to that wooden cross that's in the back of the pulpit. You understand? The Lord said, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Why what brothers sitting up here saying that they Muslim and you got to make your Hajj to Mecca. You understand? And you going to go pray to a goddamn rock and fighting tooth and nail to just touch this goddamn rock guarded by some weird Arabs, you understand, that wear goddamn dresses all day. The Lord said, do not make that your God. You understand? Don't make any graven image. You understand that's in earth, you understand, or in the heavens above for you to bow down to it. I'm gonna read on. It says, verse 5, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. You understand? The Lord said, look, this 10 man right here, I can't make this my goddamn God. You know what I'm saying? And when I get out of class, I'm about to get on my knees and pray to this goddamn 10 man. You understand? What the hell is this 10 man gonna do? It's not going to do anything. This is a piece of metal that can't do nothing. It can't harm nobody. It can't do nothing for anybody. It can't save me out of hell. You understand? It can't do anything for me. The Lord said he don't want you to make any graven images your God. You understand? That's what your oppressor does. You understand? That's what the Pope does. He sits up there and bows down to a picture called the Black Madonna. You understand? This goddamn Edomite is literally bowing down, praying to a goddamn painting, you understand, on his wall that can't do anything for him. You understand? That's what your oppressor does. You understand? That's why the Lord said, don't choose his ways, because your oppressor is a weird dude. Your oppressor will do some stuff that just does not make any sense if you're a logical thinking person. You understand? Reading on, it says, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. You understand? The Lord said he is a jealous God. Hell, I'll be a jealous God too if I was the power that saved you out of being a goddamn slave to some Hamites that oppressed your people and killed your people. You understand? And the same God of you today, you understand? And now you want to go worship another nation of people. Oh, I would be mad as hell too. You understand? The Lord is mad at the children of Israel. That's why we've been put here in this empire that we live in today to serve out a goddamn punishment. You understand? You're not supposed to be a slave to your goddamn enemies. You know what I'm saying? The white man is your enemy. You know what I'm saying? The Arab man is your enemy. And everybody knows they're your goddamn enemy. Everybody on planet Earth has a goddamn enemy. You understand? You don't see cats hanging with mouses. You understand? I don't see a pack of dogs, you know what I'm saying, meeting up with a pack of cats, you know what I'm saying, and they going to go get some food out of a goddamn alley. That is not what's going on. You know what I'm saying? When a lion sees a gazelle, he's going to try to eat it. Period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But you should not envy your oppressor, you understand? Nor should you look to your goddamn enemies to look at them like they're your God or serve the same God as your goddamn enemies. Because the Lord's fire is going to be, his anger is going to be kindled against you. You understand? Reading on. It says, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. You understand? This is how you're going to get mercy from the Lord. By following his law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? By not being like your oppressor. By not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? Pork is the other white meat. You understand? Or you going to Red Lobster and you got some weird creature on your goddamn plate because this is a delicacy in America because your oppressor has indoctrinated blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to want to eat like him, to want to dress like him, You understand? To want to have the same high holy days as him when his high holy days are no high holy days. You understand? Christmas is BS. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving coming up is BS. Halloween is BS. Valentine's Day is BS. You understand? Meanwhile, you got these fake woke niggas, you understand, that'll tell you, oh yeah, man, the white man is the devil. You understand? And we got to do for our own selves. And I'm not a slave to a white man. I'm free. Meanwhile, when December 25th comes, your ass is going to be stuffing Christmas presents up under that goddamn tree to give it to your goddamn children, talking about, oh, Christmas is about the kids. No, the hell it's not. Christmas is about you pledging your allegiance to your goddamn slave master, you understand? And you doing exactly what the hell he taught you to do in slavery, and you keeping those goddamn traditions going. You understand? Salakia. It says, verse 7, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. How you take the Lord God's name in vain? You understand? Just like you Christians do every goddamn Sunday. Praise you, Jesus. In the name of the Lord Jesus. You understand? Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Meanwhile, you a goddamn sinner. Meanwhile, you just had your lips wrapped around a piece of goddamn pork, you understand, and smoked a cigarette on your lunch break, you know what I'm saying, while you're working at the goddamn church, and then went in there to try to read the damn Bible scriptures. You understand? That's you, Christian. You take the name of the Lord God in vain. You understand? You say praise the Lord because the Lord has gave you prosperity. You understand? Man, Satan gave you all that goddamn money. You understand? You Christian pastors sitting up here telling the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans in your communities where you got a goddamn church at, and everybody dirt piss poor, to send you a goddamn offering and the Lord is going to bless you. That's taking the Lord's name in vain. You understand? By you sitting up here telling everybody that the Lord has blessed you, meanwhile, you are devouring the children of Israel with the doctrine of your goddamn slave master. You understand? That's how you take the Lord's name in vain. By not living how the Lord told you how to live. You understand? By reading this Bible and not applying it to your goddamn life, but still saying the Lord has blessed you. You understand? By still praising the Lord, even though you don't do shit what the Lord says. Excuse my French. You understand? Reading on. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. You understand? Like the Lord said to keep the Sabbath day holy. And the spirit of the law of the Sabbath day is for us not to oppress each other. That's the spirit of the law of the Sabbath day. You understand? But you goddamn Christians, you know what I'm saying? You live by the Roman Empire, you understand? When they changed the Sabbath day from the seventh day to the first day. You understand? Sunday is the first day of the goddamn week. Don't none of you goddamn Christians honor the Sabbath day. You understand? You don't honor that goddamn Sabbath day. You honor Sunday. You understand? Because you live like your oppressor. You live by the rules of your goddamn oppressor. You understand? Read on. It says, 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. So like I'm gonna jump down verse 12. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. You understand that? Honor your mother and your father does not mean accept your mama for who she is. She's a goddamn whore, you understand, and an evil dragon. That's why you grew up with about 15 stepdads, but you still have to respect your mother as a good woman. You still have to buy her a goddamn Mother's Day. You understand? That is not what that's talking about. That's talking about when your mother and your father get old, you understand? You help them. You know what I'm saying? If they need to be put in a home, you make sure they get put in the best home and they get the best help and care. You understand? Or you take them into your house and you make sure that they are everything, Salakia, that you make sure that they have everything that they need, you understand? And they're not being oppressed up under the hand of you. You know what I'm saying? Whether your mother or father was evil to you or not. You know what I'm saying? When they get old and they need your goddamn help, you honor your mother and father by making sure the rest of their life is going to be okay. You honor your mother and father by not doing anything cruel to them because you won't pay back for what they did to you when you was a child. Because you won't pay back for what they did to you when you was young up under the care of them. That's how you honor your mother and father. You don't honor your mother and father by saying, yeah, that's my mama, that's big mama, you know what I'm saying? Whatever she say, go, even though she's telling you something evil as hell. You understand? You honor your mother and father by doing right by them when it's time for you to be in a position to take care of them. That's how you honor your mother and father. You understand? Reading on. It says, thou shalt not kill. In the Hebrew, you understand, this translates to no murder. You understand? You cannot be a murderer. That's the ways of your goddamn oppressor. You're not supposed to kill somebody without a cause. You understand? Now, of course, if somebody breaking your goddamn house and they got a gun, you know what I'm saying? And you can get your legal firearm and defend your goddamn family by all means. You understand? The Lord don't want you to be a sucker. You understand? The Lord don't want you to let somebody just break in your goddamn house and murder your goddamn family without you trying to defend him. The scriptures say the Lord is a man of war. You understand? A man of war is not going to let somebody come in a goddamn house, you know what I'm saying, and just smoke their family, you know what I'm saying? Just kill their goddamn family and rob them of all their goddamn goods. That is not the spirit of the Lord. You understand? When the scriptures say we was made in the Lord's image, you understand? The eye should be kept under command of General Yohanan. We all men of war. You understand? Look. You can't get one of these without going through war. You know what I'm saying? We men of war, battle tested. You know what I'm saying? So when it says thou shalt not kill, this is not talking about defending yourself or your family. You understand? Like if we owned our own goddamn farms and livestock, you would literally have to kill your own goddamn animal to eat it. You know what I'm saying? So this is not talking about just killing something to eat or defending your goddamn family. This is talking about unlawful killing. This is talking about murder. You understand? And that's what your oppressor is about. Your oppressor is about unlawful killing and murder. You understand? It's a lot here. Reading on. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Understand? You should not commit adultery. Contrary to your popular belief, Christian, adultery is not a man sleeping with another woman, even though he got a woman. You understand? Adultery is a man sleeping with another man's woman. Adultery is a woman sleeping with someone other than the man that she's already with. You understand? Adultery is a woman sleeping with another man when she already has a husband. And sex is marriage. You understand? So if you got a sister that's dealing with a brother and he having sex with her on the regular, you understand, that is his wife, according to these scriptures. You understand? Adultery is not a man taking on another woman. You understand? Adultery is not a man having three wives. Adultery is not a man sleeping with one wife, you understand, for years and then him going out to go get another goddamn woman. That is not adultery. You understand? Your Christian pastor will tell you that adultery is a man cheating on his goddamn wife when that's far from the truth. You know what I'm saying? Adultery is you going to go sleep with another brother's woman, knowing goddamn well that she got a man, and her sleeping with you, knowing goddamn well she got a man. You understand? Adultery is what happened in the slave quarters. You know what I'm saying? When your slave master went to go take your woman out of the slave quarters, take her on the side of the goddamn house and have sex with her or rape her, you understand? Or any other sexual deviant acts that he did to another man's wife. That's adultery. That is the way of your goddamn slave master. You understand? Adultery is what happened during the building of the Roman Empire. You understand? When literally a marriage license comes from rape and adultery. You understand? If y'all have any time out there, make sure y'all look up the abduction of the Sabian woman, Sabian wives. You understand? This was a group of people that lived around the Romans during the time when the Roman Empire was being built. You understand? In the early stages of the Roman Empire, right? These Romans, just a quick little story. I'm saying these Romans basically they put on like a carnival or some type of event and invited all the nations that lived around about them. You understand? And eventually, when these people came to see the games and got the food and all of this type of stuff, they basically kidnapped some of these women. You understand? That was called the Sabian women. You understand? These was wives of men. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, these Romans raped them. You know what I'm saying? And killed a lot of their husbands. And they went to war back and forth until they came to an agreement. You understand? The Romans and the elders of the Sabian people to basically have marriage licenses, you understand? And if you die off, you know what I'm saying, you eventually pass down everything that you have unto these women that you obtained by taking them from their goddamn men and killing and going to war with their nation. You understand? But look up the story of the Sabian wives. You know what I'm saying? A marriage license or a marriage certificate that you can get here in America, this comes from that event. You understand? Marriage, monogamy comes from adultery and rape. You understand? Salakia. Verse 15, thou shalt not steal. The Lord said you can't steal. You understand? Like your oppressor is a thief. He stole this land. Like we all literally live here on stolen land. The face of America was an Indian chief with a crown of feathers on his head and glorious warlike apparel. Now the face of America is a goddamn white man in a suit. You understand? Claiming to be the president of this land. You know what I'm saying? With no goddamn facial hair. You know what I'm saying? A whole sodomite in a suit sitting here acting like he's the king of the goddamn free world. You understand? That's because these goddamn oppressors steal. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Let me get another scripture. Let me see. What is that? I think I'm Habakkuk 2 and 12. Bear with me, Israel. Yeah, come, Most High Christ. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city with iniquity. You understand? That's what your oppressor did in America. That's how he established America. You understand? The Lord said destruction to him. You know what I'm saying? Because he built up this goddamn empire with blood. He slaughtered, raped, robbed, and murdered the natives. You understand? Did the same thing to the so-called Haitians, the so-called Jamaicans or West Indians. You understand? As a whole, the Dominicans. You understand? Uh, uh, the indigenous people of North, Central, and South America. Those so-called African Americans that he brought over here on slave ships. He did the same thing to all of them. You understand? Alina, Alina, Alina. What's wrong with her? Here, come get this. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said destruction unto this goddamn man. You know what I'm saying? Because he established America off of the bloodshed of blacks, Latinos, and natives. He established America off of the bloodshed of the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Reading on back to the book of Exodus. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. The Lord don't want you to be a goddamn liar. You understand? He don't want you to bear false witness against your people. You understand? Your neighbor. You're not supposed to sit up here and slander a brother's name and put a charge on him that is not true. You know what I'm saying? That's what your oppressor does. You understand? Salakia, they do it all the time. You get brothers that go to jail on trumped up charges. You know what I'm saying? You get caught with a gun, they put about 4, 5 other charges just so that one gun charge can stick on you. You know what I'm saying? Then they might add some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? You went to jail willingly after they found the gun. They didn't put resisting arrest on your goddamn on your goddamn charges. You understand? They didn't put evading police on your goddamn charges just so the gun charge could stick. You understand? That's bearing false witness. That is the way of the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Reading on. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. You understand? Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Your oppressor coveted America. You understand? He looked at America and was like, I want that. You understand? And I'm going to do anything to get that. You know what I'm saying? That is the oppressor's way of life. You know what I'm saying? That's how he gets down. You know what I'm saying? Reading on. It says, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. That's the oppressor again. He coveted our women when he came off of the shores. I mean, Salaki, when he came to the shores of North America, when he seen how beautiful the sisters of the tribe of Gad was. You understand? Christopher Columbus was looking at these sisters like, yeah, we finna rape all of them. You know what I'm saying? All they men, we finna put them as subject to us. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be our slaves. We gonna take their women for concubines, and that's gonna be that. That's what your oppressor does. That's his way of lifestyle. That's how he gets down. You know what I'm saying? Reading on. It says, Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. You know what I'm saying? Your oppressor wants everything that you have. You know what I'm saying? They wanted the jewels of the Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? They wanted our women. You know what I'm saying? They wanted our livestock. They wanted everything that we had. You know what I'm saying? And what did they do? They murdered us to get it. You know what I'm saying? They devised plans to put smallpox and blankets, you understand, for our brothers from the tribe of Gad to die. They waged biological chemical warfare on the tribe of Gad, you understand, here on the shores of North America. You know what I'm saying? That is the way of your oppressor. That is how your oppressor get out. You know what I'm saying? He is an evil, slimy bastard. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord said, don't be like him. The Lord said, his ways are not like the oppressor's ways, and don't choose the oppressor's ways. You know what I'm saying? So like it. Reading on, let's get to Leviticus, the 18th chapter. Leviticus 18 and 21. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. The water for the support that we've been having for on this channel. You know what I'm saying? We definitely greatly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? The subscribers been going up. You know what I'm saying? We've been getting a whole lot of views. You know what I'm saying? And the water for y'all helping us push this truth. You know what I'm saying? It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. You understand? The Lord said you should not be a homosexual. You understand? This is talking about men and women. You shouldn't be a goddamn homosexual. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said it's abomination. What does the word abomination mean? A filthy, wicked act that the Lord hates. You understand? The Lord said you cannot be a homosexual. The Lord is against this community, this letter community. You understand? I don't want to speak on them too much because they'll flag our page for that. You understand? Because the homosexual spirit is a goddamn bully. You know what I'm saying? We can't we not even supposed to speak up about how these people get out in this empire. You understand? It's I'm not even going to get into that, but the Lord said, don't be a homosexual. You understand? The children of Israel, that is not our way of life. You know what I'm saying? That is not how our people are required to live. You know what I'm saying? When you indulge in that lifestyle, what happens? You get diseases that kill you. You understand? The Lord said, look, a sodomite should be put to death. You know what I'm saying? His blood is going to be upon him. And I'm not advocating that anybody goes out there to do anything to a goddamn homosexual. You know what I'm saying? But in our laws, back in the days of us having our kingdom set up, you would have got murdered for that. It's like you're not murdered. You would have got killed for that. You understand? Because that's not murder. That's righteously done. You understand? Because the Lord does not want diseases to fester in our community. The Lord does not want a man to be sleeping with another man because a man is supposed to be sleeping with a woman to bring forth children. You understand? To keep diseases out of our goddamn nation. You know what I'm saying? Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel. You understand? The Lord said it shouldn't be no whores of the daughters of Israel. That's not our culture. That's African culture. That's Edomite culture. You understand? That's Asian culture. You understand? A geisha woman, you know what I'm saying? That is a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Officer Karak because he just posted on Facebook not too long ago the etymology of the word queen. In certain cultures, a queen is a goddamn prostitute. A queen is a low level woman, you understand, that will whore herself out for money. So all you sisters that like calling yourselves queen and calling another sister queen, understand what you calling yourself. In many cases, these women that's calling each other queens, that definition fits them perfectly. Because a lot of you sisters are whores. You understand? And the Lord is totally against that. This is why your children grow up without their fathers. You understand? Your children know 4 or 5 different men that lived in his goddamn household by the time he was 15. You understand? Your mama that had so many stepdaddies. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers coming over there that's not in any blood relation to you at all, but yet you calling him uncle. man, dude is laying with your mama. You understand? I just seen something on Facebook. It was a brother that posted, he didn't post a video, but he posted his input on the video. This was a young brother, you understand, that was in the house with his mama, and she allowed four men to come over there and run a train on her. Meanwhile, she telling him to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I believe this is a TikTok video. I don't want to see the video because it's disgusting, but this is how blacks, Latinos, and Native American women have ended up in this empire by envying the oppressor and wanting to be just like him and her. You understand? You end up being a goddamn whore because of Marilyn Monroe. You understand? Because your oppressor allows whores to thrive in this goddamn empire. This is why you got so many guys. And then look, I had a sister, right? I had a sister that sent me a message on Facebook. I forget exactly what the sister said, but it was this one sister. She posted something on Facebook, and she said it was a picture of it was two posts she put. I forget the sister's name, but it was two posts she put. She posted a picture of a young brother. This brother had to be about 12 or 13 years old. He's sitting in a chair with a Glock on his lap, with a stick hanging out the Glock, right? And he's smoking a blunt. And her caption was basically, this is what single mothers raise. On top of that, she put up another post of four clearly sodomite black men. You understand? And she put the same post like, this is what single black women raise. You know what I'm saying? And I gave her a thumbs up and was like, shit, damn right, sis. Because when you don't have that strong male figure in the house to actually rule over the household in righteousness, your son is either going to become a homosexual or a closet homosexual, or he's going to become a goddamn criminal. You understand? And I guess the sister had seen my reaction to the post, some other sister, but she ended up sending me a direct message on Facebook, right? So when she sent me the direct message, she was like, why do all men blame black women for black men becoming homosexuals or black young boys becoming homosexuals, right? Mind you, she said nothing about the post about sisters being a reason why black men become gangsters, you understand, because of single parent households, you understand? And I know why she didn't respond to that, because you can kind of like that's kind of hard to dispute, you understand, if a black woman is the reason for that, because the black woman runs the goddamn black community. You understand? She's the head of the household. She's Big Mama. All the brothers is in jail, or they didn't moved on with their goddamn life because they baby mama is a goddamn dragon to them, and they getting child support out of the brother. You understand? And this brother can't even deal with his own child without getting into it with the child's mother. You understand? But she sent me a message like, why do brothers always blame black women? You understand? For black men eventually growing up to be homosexuals, right? She said the reason for the black community in so many words being in shambles is because of black men, right? Now, when I heard that, I was like, okay, I see where the sister's going with this, but if black men are not actually raising our children in the black community and we not really in the house and we in prison to the tune of 2 million, you understand, or it's more single mother households than single father households, then it can't be the black man, you understand? But she was basically saying like the reason why this is going on is because the black man is the ruler of the black community, and this is why you have women that have these type of sons, because the black man basically failed the black community and all of this type of stuff. I told her like, sis, look, black men do not rule the black community. You understand? White men rule the black community. You understand? And the reason you know that white men rule the black community is because everything that's going on in the black community, this is instilled in us by the oppressor. You understand? And the sister, I used I used Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion as an example of how black men do not rule over black women. You understand? And she basically said, like, okay, well, black men like whores, so black women dress like whores. And I said that's kind of true, but not entirely true because black men don't rule over black women. You understand? The agenda of black women being whores is being pushed on y'all by oppressors. You understand? And to keep it 100% honest, black women don't want black women. Black women don't want black men to rule over them. This is why you got the feminist movement. This is why you got so many sisters on Instagram and Facebook and all these social media platforms saying black men ain't shit and all of this type of stuff is because they would rather the oppressor allow them to do whatever the hell they want to in this empire. They would rather the oppressor allow them to fulfill the lust that they have, you know what I'm saying, and get the black man out of the household. You know what I'm saying? But Salakia for being so long-winded on that, you know what I'm saying? Exodus 23 and 17. It says, there shall be no whores of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. The Lord is against our sons and daughters indulging in wicked, filthy sex acts like being a homosexual or our sisters being on goddamn stripper poles. You understand? Or our sisters being prostitutes, you understand, on East 14th, you know what I'm saying? Or on Figueroa down there in Southern California. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is totally against that. And this is the way of the oppressor. Your oppressor is a homosexual. He's a natural homosexual. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, the Greeks and the Romans, this was their lifestyle. You understand? This is the culture of another people. You know what I'm saying? Africans are homosexuals. You understand? They indulge in these filthy, wicked sex acts amongst each other, and that's their culture. The Lord said we are a holy and separate people. You understand? Unto the Lord our God. You understand? The Lord don't want us to take on these cultures. Matter of fact, let me get that. Go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and 7 and verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. The Lord don't want you to marry white people. The Lord don't want you to marry Asians. He don't want you to marry a goddamn East Indian. And I'm going to tell you why in the next verse. Verse 4, for they will turn away thy son from following me. You understand? When a black man takes on a wife of another nation, he's going to follow that other nation. You know what I'm saying? The best example I can give you, as far as everybody will know, I think it was Rush Hour, the first one. You understand? The brother Don Cheadle, he was married to a goddamn Asian woman. You understand? In the movie. Now, this is a movie, but this is actually reality. I've actually seen this with my own two eyes. You understand? The brother Don Cheadle in the movie, he was married to an Asian woman. You understand? And he ran a Asian spot. You understand? He came out with the whole Asian garment on and everything. You understand? And this is why the reason why is because he took on the culture of his goddamn wife. You understand? Because they turned his heart from following after his God to want to be just like them. You understand? Just like if you take on an Edomite woman, you understand, you're gonna do what they do. You know what I'm saying? You gonna start eating raisins in your goddamn in your potato salad. You understand? You're gonna be eating green bean casserole for Christmas. You're going to be wearing Christmas sweaters with goddamn lights on it, looking like a goddamn idiot. You understand? At all of these white Christmas parties, drinking eggnog with a whole lot of oppressors. You understand? Because you want to marry that white woman. You know what I'm saying? You're going to eventually allow this goddamn white woman to cook you chicken with no goddamn seasoning and tell her it tastes good. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be just like your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? When you marry a white woman, black man, Latino man, Native American man, you have to take on a culture. You can never say anything about your people being oppressed by these goddamn white people because you putting your rod in his goddamn daughter. You understand? Like she might end up calling you a nigga one day and you still gonna stay with her. You understand? Same thing with blacks, Latinos, and Native American sisters. You understand? You marry that goddamn white man, you have to take on their culture. You understand? You gonna start doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? You gonna start indulging in the type of activities that they indulge in. You understand? You're not gonna take you like That white man, if a sister's from the hood, bro, she marry a white man, that white man never coming to your Christmas parties. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he might come to your Christmas parties. You know what I'm saying? But the majority of the time, you're gonna be at his house dealing with his goddamn family and listening to the borderline racist jokes that they got about black people all goddamn night. You understand? Because you took on this other nation and now you have to take on a culture. You understand? And then you're gonna serve their God. You understand? You're gonna be, oh, I'm an American and I see no color and I don't see any race. You marry a goddamn white woman, you are not going to be thinking, damn, these goddamn oppressors keep killing us. You're gonna be looking at the next brother that get killed by a racist police officer, like, well, that's that nigga fault. It ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that nigga was doing wrong. He should have just complied. And it's evil as hell. You know what I'm saying? It says, it says, for they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to black people in the 60s. You understand? We wanted to marry to these other cultures and to these other nations, you understand, and be a part of their goddamn empire. And be a part of the hippie movement, you know what I'm saying, and have free love and all of this. And then what happened? We start smoking crack in our communities. We start using heroin in our communities. You understand? You start being decimated by the oppressor dumping drugs off in your community because you wanted to be a part of your goddamn oppressor's culture. You understand? Martin Luther King told us that he had a dream that little black boys and little white girls will grow up and live in perfect harmony and be judged by the content of your character rather than the color of your skin. And then what happened? Niggas still getting murdered by these goddamn oppressors. You understand? All of our black businesses and the black metropolises that we built for ourselves in this empire have become decimated. You understand? There's no more Tulsa, Oklahoma, you understand, thriving with black businesses. There's no more Seneca Village out there in New York. It's Central Park now. You understand? You got white people walking dogs in our goddamn neighborhoods, you understand? And our black businesses get shut down in about a year's time because Martin Luther King loves white women. Because he has an affinity for your oppressor and he hates his own goddamn people. You understand? Any nigga that sits up here and tell you that, oh, I don't care about slavery or I don't worry about slavery because we don't live in those times, you are a goddamn house nigga. You are a goddamn sellout. You hate your own people and you hate your goddamn ancestors. You hate what happened to Salakia. You don't hate what happened to your people. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about what happened to your people. You love your slave master. You hate that somebody would even speak bad to your slave master because you are a goddamn whore. You understand? You are a brother with no integrity and no morals. You understand? You are a Christian pastor. You know what I'm saying? You some fake woke nigga on Facebook that's making all of these weird posts about destroying and degrading your own goddamn people. Meanwhile, when somebody say something about slavery, oh, we don't live in them times anymore, so I don't worry about that. Well, I'm not a slave. I can do whatever the hell I want. You know what I'm saying? But soon as you see a goddamn white person, you gonna greet him just like how you would greet your goddamn slave master and look at your brother and sister up and down like they're a goddamn vagabond and they got a disease and they need to get the hell away from you just because you don't know them. That is the ways of your goddamn oppressor. Salakia. Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. You cannot be a holy and separate people if you act just like your goddamn oppressor. If you want to live just like your slave master, you're not separate or holy, nor are you above your goddamn slave master because you do what he does. Pork is the other white meat to you. You love shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? You want to be just like your goddamn oppressor. You know what I'm saying? You enjoy the fact that you live in America and this is the melting pot and you see no color. You understand? You know why? Because you're not a separate people. You understand? You are not a person that values being over other people because this is the position that God gave you. You understand? You want to be just like your slave master. You know what I'm saying? You want the money that he has. You would rather sleep with a white woman rather than build a relationship with your own goddamn sister from your own neighborhood. Alina, what's wrong? Alina, 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 what's wrong? Is it coming out? All right, give me a second. I'll be up there in a minute. You understand? Salakia. You know what I'm saying? Deuteronomy 32 and 8. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritances, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. The Lord separated the sons of Adam. You understand? He does not want everybody to come together and live in perfect harmony with each other. That is a goddamn lie. You understand? The Lord wants blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to do what they do in their own goddamn land. He wants Asians to do what they do in their own goddamn land. You understand? He wants East Indians and Arabs to live in their own goddamn land. We're not supposed to come together. You understand? I'm not supposed to have an Arab wife, an East Indian wife, or a white woman as a goddamn wife. My sons and my daughters are not supposed to take goddamn heathens to their bed and build families with them. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we the only goddamn people on planet Earth that feel like everybody is the same. The East Indian know he different than you. East Indians don't live in your communities. I don't see East Indians going to your mom and pop chicken shops trying to eat your food and indulge in what you do. East Indians don't come to your goddamn churches. White people don't come to black Baptist churches in the goddamn ghetto. You understand? I don't be seeing all of these goddamn people patronizing black-owned businesses. I don't see none of this. Never. You understand? And the reason why is because everybody knows they're different from you. You understand? You cannot open up a goddamn business in your oppressor's community. You understand? They don't have a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. You understand? In anywhere where white people dwell at. They don't have that. You understand? You do not see JJ's Fish, you understand, in white communities. That is not going on in their communities. You know what I'm saying? But you see East Indians owning crispy chickens in our communities. You understand? Salakia. I'm gonna go ahead and we gonna end this one kind of quick. Salakia. You get Job 8 and 44. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment. You know what I'm saying? The book of Job. It's like not Job 8 and 44. What did I want? No, Job 8 and 44. Excuse me. Ezekiel 8 and 17. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 8 and verse 17. When he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? It is a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here, for they have filled the land with violence and have returned to provoke me to anger. Lo, they put the branch to their nose. You understand? The Lord said that the house of Judah, you understand, the southern kingdom of the children of Israel, you understand, Judah, Benjamin, and some of Levi, you understand? He said, we filled the land with violence. You understand? We took on the cultures of these goddamn other nations, you understand? And we became violent against each other. You know what I'm saying? It says, and have returned to provoke me to anger. And lo, they put the branch to their nose. You know what I'm saying? What is this talking about? Put a breast to your nose? This talking about rolling up that goddamn backwood and putting it to your face and inhaling that weed smoke. You understand? That's what that's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Our people, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we've been getting high for a long goddamn time. This started way before the Roman Empire. If I ain't mistaken, this is in the times of the Babylonian Empire. You understand? We was getting high back then. You understand? Brothers and sisters been getting high since the book of Genesis. You know what I'm saying? And it's evil as hell because this is the culture of another people. This not how the Lord intended blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to live. You understand? So, like, I'm gonna get a couple more scriptures, and I'm going ahead and end it. Go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, and verse 1. The book of Proverbs, chapter 14, and verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house. You understand? A woman that has some wisdom about her, she's going to build up her household. You understand? She not finna sit up here and provoke her husband, you understand, to leaving the house, you understand, because she being a dragon, he can't deal with her goddamn mouth. You understand? She gonna build up her household. She gonna make sure that that brother gets everything that he deserves. You understand? She gonna make sure that she be a helpmate and a pillar of rest for that brother. You understand? If she gotta go outside and get the money, she gonna go in and bring that money up because it's gonna build her household because she is a wise woman. You understand? Salakia. But the foolish woman plucketh it down with her own hands. How you pluck it down with your own hands? With your actions. You understand? With how you treat that man. You understand? By being a feminist. You know what I'm saying? By telling this brother he got you effed up because he desires another woman or he's talking to another woman. You understand? That's how you plug down your house. You know what I'm saying? You get mad at this brother for getting another woman or not doing whatever the hell you told him to do when you told him to do it. You understand? And you nitpick at him and you start arguments and y'all get into altercations and then the brother leaves you. You understand? Because he can't deal with you being a goddamn dragon towards him. That's how you plug that's how you plug down your house. You understand? That's how you destroy your foundation in your goddamn household by belittling and emasculating your man. You understand? By emasculating him, belittling him, you understand? He leaves out, and then you bring all type of different men into your goddamn house and destroy your goddamn children. That's how you plug down your house with your own hands, with your own actions. You understand? This brother leaves the house, you stop dealing with him, and then you start dealing with 4 or 5 brothers. You understand? You need money to maintain the house. You know what I'm saying? So you don't just go and go get you a goddamn job and make sure you keep your integrity by the work that you do. Now you want to go be a stripper to go get fast money. You want to whore yourselves out because you see all these Instagram models being flown out to Jamaica and Dubai. Meanwhile, they're not showing you the degrading sex that they have to have with these goddamn bastards in order to obtain all of them stacks of money, in order to get all that money to fix their goddamn body. You understand? They plug down their own house with their own hands. You know what I'm saying? That comes from the feminist movement. That comes from our sisters wanting to be like the oppressor's wife, wants to be like the oppressor's daughter. You understand? Salakia, reading on. Verse 2, he that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his ways despises him. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, coming to the ISBK up under Commander General Yohana, and we're going to show you how to be righteous. You understand? We're going to show you how to fear the Lord. We're going to show you how to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? And if you don't come into the ISBK, it says, but he that is perverse in his ways despiseth him. You understand? Brothers and sisters, let's just keep it 100. If you're not in the ISUBK, you got perverse ways. You understand? You got ways that the Lord is not with. You understand? And you hate God. You understand? You don't want men to rule over your goddamn house because you hate the Lord. You understand? You don't want to not eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster and stop celebrating these goddamn holidays of this oppressor because you love your goddamn slave master and you hate the Lord. You understand? You love his people and his way of life, and you hate them people that you starving and living in hell with. You understand? Salakia. Let me get one more script, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end it. We go to the book of Amos. The book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. You understand? The Lord said he hate and despise your feast days. What's your feast days? Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween. You understand? Valentine's Day, the 4th of July. The Lord said he despises your feast days. Why? Because these feast days are to another God. These feast days are pledging your allegiance to a way of life that's contrary to the Lord. You understand? That's contrary to how your people supposed to live according to these scriptures. You understand? These feast days are you bowing down to other gods and serving your goddamn slave master. This is why the Lord hates these goddamn feast days. The Lord loves Passover. The Lord loves the Feast of Tabernacles. You understand the memorial blowing the trumpets. You know what I'm saying? The Lord loves the Day of Atonement. You understand? When we afflict ourselves, you know what I'm saying? For the sins that we have committed against the Lord in hopes that the Lord will forgive us. The Lord loves for you to serve him, but he hates for you to serve your goddamn slave master. And you Christians and you entertainers, y'all love your goddamn slave masters and hate your God. You understand? With that being said, Salaki took for the short class. I was trying to rock a little bit longer. I'm gonna go in to end it. Y'all by Shimmy Shop rock a thumb to the brothers. Y'all Shamal a thumb by Shimmy Shop to the sisters. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. You understand? And we definitely appreciate the feedback and the support for the channel. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to everything ISUBK. You understand? With that being said, Shalom, Israel.